really cool experience. I think all of it, the draft, splitting up the team, splitting up the coaching staff, getting everyone involved. I thought it was a really cool thing. Today it was awesome having people in the crowd cheering us on, playing in Pitbull Stadium, getting a feel for that. I thought it was awesome.
You guys got off to a little bit of a slow start, but really picked it up there in that second half. Just overall on the football side of things, what you see?
Yeah, there were some things that obviously went back today. It was cool, having the draft and all that, but you were working with different people, different groups out there. So it was just, there were some things that we were adjusting to a little bit. It was just different, and it took us a little bit to get used to it.
With working with guys that may not be the guys you've been working with the entire spring, how did you mentally approach that, over the course of the game, where maybe, you have to communicate something a bit different, or maybe you have to, the next time you run it, execute it at a different level because guys are used to running it a certain way. Like, kind of talk about that process for you.
Yeah, I think it just comes down to trusting and just understanding. Like, I got to understand what a specific player is good at and what he struggles with. So I got to help him. Sometimes I'll have to over communicate with him and make sure we're on the same page out there if we're running a play that we haven't ran as much during the spring. So it's just kind of understanding the athlete, understanding who's out there, and trying to put them in the best position to succeed as a quarterback, just communication-wise, and making sure that they're on the same page with me.
Is that something for you that, as you head toward the regular season now, you're happy you have that experience, whereas now, let's say, in a regular season game, a guy gets thrown into the game because of an injury or something. Now you have that experience and know how you're going to handle it.
100%. Yeah. I mean, that's sports. That's football. I mean, guys are going to get hurt. Guys are going to get injured. So I think it's good just working with all different types of people, just so I can understand, get to know them better out there on the field, and we can be on the same page.
What do you think?
Relationship with JoJo really showed. Obviously, you guys were connecting. How has that kind of grown here in these last few weeks of spring?
Yeah. First play of the scrimmage, we actually had a shot play called up for him, and we didn't get the look we were hoping for. But I wanted to. First play, we were hoping to get an 80-yard touchdown. We schemed it up for him, but they had a good call for it. So, but no, it's been awesome working with him. He's going to make a lot of plays for us this fall. It's been fun working with him. He's a very gifted receiver and a good person too. So it makes it all the best.
What's it been like working with DJ Alexander, just having him there, mentoring him, you being an older guy and being a freshman?
Yeah. He's young. He's hungry. He's trying to figure it out. I'm just trying to. We're all trying to figure it out, to be honest. It's a new offense for both of us, so we're trying to get it all together. So it's kind of nice having another guy to kind of work with it. Learning the offense with together.
Where do you still think there's room for improvement for you now going into the off season? Something they can maybe work on.
Yeah, I would say just continue to work on the operation, some of those things. I think for me, the biggest thing I want to do is I want to understand the offense and the plays we're going to run, the plays we're going to bring into fall camp, and really get good at those to the point where I know what's going to happen. If we get a certain look or a certain thing defensively, I know I can get through my reads faster. So I just want to continue to get in the books, continue to keep working on the playbook and some of the plays that we're going to bring to the fall camp.
Cool was it to see Sterling Joseph get those 2 touchdowns? Yeah,
he's awesome. He's a young guy. He works really hard. He's smart. I love that whole RB room. But yeah, Sterling, he's awesome. Works super hard, really smart in protection. He's a guy I trust and a guy I like working with. So it was awesome seeing him get those touchdowns.
Tight end got a lot of targets today. Passing was everywhere for Biscayne. You found Sean and Shafe a lot. Is that something you guys are really emphasizing? Hey, these guys can fly. Let's go get them the football.
Yeah, those guys work hard. I love it when they get receptions because those guys work really hard in the run game too. So it's awesome when they get those receptions to kind of, make them feel like they get the glory a little bit too in some of those catches. So when they're out there trying to get them the ball as much as possible because they work really, really hard in the run game too.
With the spring game in the books, looking back at the spring practices, what do you think is the biggest thing that this offensive unit accomplished? And now heading toward fall camp, what's the biggest thing that once you guys arrive back as a full team, start your prep towards your first game against USF, what's the main thing you want to build upon?
Yeah, I think we found a little bit of an identity, what this offense is going to be based around. We got a lot of really good players on this offense, and it's fun working with them. But I think we find over the course of spring, we were just able to find out some of the things that we were good at. Run game, pass game, everything included. So I think it's exciting to think of what this offense could become, and it's just fun working with everyone.
Just to see the alumni, T.Y., Jonu, Antoine Barnes, just how cool is that for you? And just to feel Pitbull Stadium for the first time playing. I know you've had the practices, but to get the fans, all that stuff, how cool is that for you?
Yeah, I think it's cool for everyone here. Obviously everyone on the team, that's the ultimate goal, to make it to the NFL, have a long career. you know, and it's just kind of cool to have those guys around, guys who have done it, and just kind of learn from them and be surrounded by them. I think it's awesome. I think it's awesome that they took the time to come back and support FIU and support us today in the spring game. But man, it was awesome being around them, hearing them. They gave a little pregame speech to us, so it was awesome.
Is that one of the most hot and humid games you ever played in? A little different than Iowa or at?
Yeah, it was pretty hot. It was probably, there was a nice little breeze today, so it took some of the pressure off a little bit. But yeah, I'm still trying to get used to it.
All right, thank you, Jay.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.